Guys, it's your girl MissRessaT, and I am back again with another review of Scandal and How to Get Away with Murder. Apologize if I sound a little stuffy or whatever. I am not feeling well, so it's like the next day. Usually I record like right after the show when my mind is fresh, so I can give you guys my 2 cents, but I went to bed. You guys, I was tired. I didn't even retwist my hair, so I've thrown it in a puff today. I'm not going to do anything but work out. But anyway, I digress. You are here for the review, okay? So as always, we're going to start with Scandal. Okay, so if you've been watching my reviews from the first episode of Fall, I mentioned I was very excited about Scandal being back because they were actually doing cases again. It wasn't just about Liv and Fitz. Well, as you can tell, the last 2 episodes have clearly just been about Liv and Fitz. And I don't know if that's really exciting me. You know what I'm saying? The only status that I wrote yesterday was "Welcome back, Cyrus." Like that was the only thing that was I felt was big enough for me to actually like write a status. Excuse me, and say something about. Like in the beginning, we see Cyrus just torn the heck up. Okay, we know in previous episode, Fitz just shut him all the way down and broke his little heart. And we see him plumb going fool over the lack of not having Fitz and being thoroughly entertained by the shenanigans that's going on with Fitz in the White House and him and Liv. Okay. So we still see Liv dealing with the fact that she is the whore of America. You know what I'm saying? What do they call her? It was so funny. It was naming like all the different things that they were saying in the headlines. I thought that was so funny. But we did see the gladiators in this episode. They're always in the episode, but this time the case was Olivia. So the case is trying to change the world's outlook of the type of woman that Olivia is. So they come up with the concept of, what's it called? Woman. I'm looking at my notes here. Woman of the people. Woman of the people. They brought in Leo's food behind to basically do Liv be Liv for her own case. I thought that was kind of interesting. So we did get a case, but it was just a case of, for Olivia trying to redeem her character, different things like that. You saw that Edison was brought in. Edison, if you do not remember, Edison was the previous guy that Liv was engaged to. And oh, he went in on Olivia. You a hoe, you a criminal. Ooh, child. I was like, But hey, he knew what was going on and he said something and she denied it up and down, but it was the absolute truth. So now we also see that not only is Liv getting slack for, being the president's mistress, we have the president going into Operation Impeachment. They're trying to get him impeached for his actions with Liv. And we see that Millie was on the committee to that went forward to getting him impeached. Y'all know he pissed her off in the last episode by bringing Liv out in the public or whatever. So that is currently what's going down, and it's not looking too good for Fitz at all. So Fitz is now trying to hire back Cyrus. I'm just going on with the storyline if you didn't see. See if Fitz went into trying to hire back Cyrus. And Cyrus went in about how he really feel about Fitz. Like we knew from the last episode that he was definitely crazy over Fitz. But gosh, like him remembering all that stuff. But it was a very sweet moment between Cyrus and Fitz, an interaction that we haven't seen in a long time. And it shows that they have a very strong bond. It's just not, Cyrus being the worker. Fitz also, understands him. He apologized, and just like that, 2-finger snap, Cyrus is back on, you guys. Cyrus is back on. Other lady is out the door. I'm so happy to see more of Cyrus. I really am. And I'm glad that he didn't ask for Red to be fired. So Red is still going to be in the White House. I'm wondering if she's ever going to come. I mean, she's still a gladiator, but I wonder if she's going to ever really come back and be a gladiator. And then speaking of gladiators, we had Marcus, the newest gladiator. He was recruited by the council that is trying to impeach, Fitz, and trying to dig up dirt. And I was like, here he go. We about to lose a gladiator, but no, he was a true gladiator. He's making the council believe that he is on their side. Excuse me. But he is not. He did get some information that's going to help the gladiators and try to repair the image of what Livia is and what she represents. Only other thing that stood out for me on the episode, I really did like Liv's interview that she did, where she said she wished she never met Fitz, and how, because none of this, all this is going wrong because they met and they wish they never met and fell in love. And that definitely went towards her case and helping her look like, more than just a hoe. Like, they are legitimately in love. I've never been team Fitz and Liv, but it is very evident that it is real love. It's not like a mistress, a whole type of situation. He actually does love the woman, and she actually does love him. It was just how it went down. He was a married man. Speaking of married men, we found out that Liv has a type. We didn't find out in the last episode that the lady was Jake's wife. I honestly thought it was like a cover story, but apparently she is really his wife or whatever. So it's funny how Jake said that she had a type. But like I said, Scandal, I'm still watching it. You know what I'm saying? It's not bad, but it don't have me like all up in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I'm definitely not going to miss it. You know what I'm saying? It's still good enough for like, okay, I need to be here and ready for Scandal at 9 o'clock. But, yeah, I don't know. Like, I really wish we could move past this being just about living fixed. But I don't see that happening because, of course, the next episode is going to go more into the impeachment process and things like that. And I don't even know if Liv can handle cases right now with all what's going wrong with her. But Cyrus is back. So that'll give Scandal one thumb up just for Cyrus being back in the White House. Very interested to see on how he works his magic on all the foolishness that is going on. Now, How to Get Away with Murder. Okay. Now, How to Get Away with Murder has definitely not lost any of its juices, honey. Like, it is that show, man, like, it snatch all your edges. See, I ain't got no edges. Like, it just snatch all your edges off. Like, it really is getting good, you guys. This show, like all of them, had a lot of interesting, it's like so much going on and so many things to talk about. We had the story of Asher. We know Asher was turning in Annalise, basically being on Annalise's side. We saw Asher being against Annalise, and then in the last episode, we found out, Bonnie tells Asher to save the rest of the group that she killed Sam, which we know is not true, but that's what she told Asher, and that kind of weighed on Asher's mind. He's trying to debate now if he really still wants to turn, to be on the prosecutor side against, Annalise and everybody else, because he still thinks Annalise is dirty. And it's so sad because Annalise kind of feels the same way. You see her really breaking down a lot lately. She's feeling like everything is her fault and people around her are being destroyed because of her. And it's so crazy because she's actually trying to help people, and especially the kids. Like, she went in on them kids. Like, why don't you see everything that we do is to help you? But they are still trying to, come up with their own, scenarios and different things like that, especially West. So we know West and Levi is Eggs 911, are still investigating the disappearance of Rebecca. And we see that it is found out by the rest of the kids who Eggs 911 is. And they are starting to believe from themselves that Rebecca may be dead. So they try to investigate what is going on. But what they did not realize is Annalise and Frank. Now, I don't know. Annalise and Bonnie have a very strange relationship. We actually did get to see Bonnie's past. Like, I thought that was very interesting and a very great insight. Because we've been trying to figure out, like, what does Annalise have against Bonnie? And we still don't really know. We don't really know, but we at least know, like, what Bonnie has been through, and that was crazy to find out, and that definitely hit Asher hard. And seeing that it changed his mind briefly, but in the very last clip, we saw that he disappeared from the car with Bonnie. But back to the relationship with Annalise and Frank. Like, Annalise and Frank clearly have been doing this for a while. You know what I'm saying? Like, the kids thought they had something on Frank. They thought they was about to find out, that he killed Rebecca and got rid of the body. No, honey. Frank was already on top of it. Annalise is trying to be her best to be on top of it, but she's really not. this situation with the two the case with the two adopted kids is really giving her a lot of hell also. So she got hell from that case, and she got hell from the kids. So there's a lot being thrown at Annalise, and at this point it's like anybody could have shot her. I mean, it's just really up in the air. It can be anybody. It can be Leahy, it can be any of the kids. We saw Bonnie running from the scene. It is crazy. So we see that Frank got Eggs 911 locked up. The kids did not discover Rebecca's body. I would like to know where all that money came from. And Wes is pretty much the only person interested in that right now. The kids are kind of like, you know what, Wes? We are tired of, because basically they're affecting their relationship with Annalise because they're following up Wes. But Wes is not too far off. He definitely knows something is up. Wes has a soft spot with Annalise, but I really think he need to watch his back because him and Asher are playing with fire. Asher's like 2 seconds from being killed off the show. I'm like, Asher is just trying it. Like, Annalise is not the one. Frank is not the one. So I'm predicting that we may not, Asher may not make it up in here to the season finale because he is definitely not being a team player. And West is not being a team player either. But like I said, Annalise has a soft spot for him. So I don't know how that's going to work out. With How to Get Away with Murder, you just got to keep watching, honey. Asher must have don't know. Snitches get stitches now. But I'm just hoping that Annalise holds out, that she gets herself together to be able to win this case. Because honestly, none of this is Annalise's fault. She just covering for everybody. But lies catch up with you. Your past catch up to you. And that's definitely what it looks like is happening to Annalise. So definitely will be tuned in next week, no doubt, to see where How to Get Away with Murder is going. What's your thoughts? What's your scenarios? Like, I'm finding it hard to come up with scenarios of what's going on with How to Get Away with Murder. Like, usually I'm like the detective. Like, ooh, I think this is going to happen. How to Get Away with Murder just got me like, all I could do was wait for the next episode like everybody else, you guys. But I would love to hear from you. I appreciate you so much for watching this video, clicking on it. Let's apologize for me not being maybe my perky self. But I'm going to feel better, and I hope you're having a great day. Until next TGIT, it's been your girl, MissRessaT. So, you guys.